Hi guys, this is Zimzam bringing you some entertainment. Welcome. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and hit on the notification bell so that whenever I post new videos, you will get notified. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A big shout out to all my subscribers. I have nothing but love for you guys. Thank you so much. Well, today's entertainment is this notion that when somebody is expressing their views about what is going on in a country, they're automatically labeled a politician. Well, no, let me make this clear. I am not a politician. I am not affiliated to any political party. Okay? I am speaking as a person who is concerned about what is going on in Zimbabwe. There is so much going on in Zimbabwe right now. That doesn't make me an MDC sympathizer, nor a ZANU sympathizer. No, I am actually praying that there is a new party that gets formed up by somebody we've never heard of, somebody that has never been in the limelight and corruption and all that yada yada stuff. I would like that, because as far as I'm concerned, MDC and ZANU, they're the same people, same WhatsApp group. There's, we can't say one is better than the other, because no one is providing solutions about what can be done. MDC, all they do is insult ZANU PF. ZANU PF, all they do is arrest and kill people. Guys, 20 years they've tried to beat ZANU, but still they have not managed to figure out how ZANU rigs these elections. They still haven't figured out. ZANU also has been in power 40 years, and they're just making the lives more and more difficult for people of Zimbabwe. And at the end of it all, no ZANU or MDC leader is feeling the pinch or the pain of suffering the way an ordinary Zimbabwean citizen is suffering. No, they are not feeling that, because they have access to money, they have access to foreign currency, they have access to good food, they have access to good healthcare. They can go outside the country and get medical treatment, whereas the ordinary Zimbabwean who doesn't even have a passport can't even cross over to South Africa or Zambia or any of the neighboring countries. One that has got children but cannot even afford to put a decent meal on the tables for their children to eat. Those are the people that I am talking for. Those people that some of them don't even know what is going on in Zimbabwe, but they are in Zimbabwe. Some of them don't even know that there's a hashtag Zim Lives Matter movement. They don't even know that. There are people in the villages who, are not privy to some of these things. Those are the people I'm talking for, and those are the people that I feel for. There are other people in Zimbabwe who actually have access to, they can go to South Africa, they can go to other neighboring countries. They are able to, but the majority are not. And that doesn't mean I am affiliated to any party at all. I'm just a neutral person who doesn't like what is going on. I don't like that ZANU PF treats the people, of the citizens of Zimbabwe. I don't like that there's so much corruption in Zimbabwe. I don't like that the infringement of human rights in Zimbabwe. I don't like any of it. But when it comes to things like corruption is not only by ZANU PF. Corruption has become the way of life in Zimbabwe. MDC officials are equally corrupt. Civil servants have equally become corrupt. It has just become a way of life. The only difference is that with ZANU PF, it tends to be on a larger scale, and because they are on the limelight, we hear more about it. If you think think about it, MDC, Harare has got, it's an MDC stronghold. So most city councils, councillors are MDC. And yet there's so much corruption in those councillors. Those are MDC as well, together with ZANU. So corruption is not only a thing for ZANU PF. It's everybody. If you are a man and you have a small house, you are also corrupt, because you are depriving your wife and kids from getting a good living, and you're taking that money elsewhere to benefit you. Okay, so everyone is involved in some level of corruption or another. Okay, so there was a guy once upon a time, Mr. Manyika, who presented himself very presidential. He used to talk very well dressed and very knowledgeable. I don't know what happened to that guy. He did presidential candidate and formed a party, like, because he wanted to run for president. Those are the kind of people that we are looking for. Like, for me, those are the kind of people that I want. I want someone with fresh ideas, please. Fresh ideas. Not people who are going to be telling us no solution, not telling us that, okay, when we come into power, we're going to do ABC. All we're hearing is just insult upon insult upon insult. We are not interested in that. Insults are not going to take away our hunger. Insults are not going to, stop the corruption, because, like I said, everybody is corrupt. There's also Nkosana Moyo. Nkosana Moyo resigned from Bob's cabinet. He was, I think, the only minister who ever resigned from Bob's cabinet. Everybody has clung to power until they've been fired. He's another one who resigned. He had ideas, but I don't know what's going on that these people cannot form a strong political party through grassroots levels. Like, seriously, we need that. And I know that people are scared. People have been intimidated. But at the end of it all, how are you going to be a good leader if you're not, if you're not brave enough to go through the storm? This guy, Ngarivume, or is it Ngarivimbe? I think it's Ngarivume. Anyway, this guy who's been arrested together with Hopo Chinono, he's, I think he's also got his political party. Now, there's an interesting thing about this guy. This guy was calling for a demonstration for the 31st of July. He was calling for a protest against corruption. When he was saying it, he was planning it, everybody was listening, everybody was paying attention and was eager and willing to do it. Not until MDC came in and then changed the narrative to ID must go, ZANU PF must go. Now look where we are. Look where we are. That Garvume guy said we need to protest against corruption. Against these corrupt ministers. It was immediately after that 68 million from the corruptionista or Badai. And yes, we were going to do that until and MDC were quiet until they brought up this thing of ID must go. That wasn't the plan. People would have come in and said protest, must go. I mean, corruption must end. And then whilst that is happening, then would have, changed it. But because you guys decided to just warn things and ruin things for everybody, you are also to blame. I blame you. You are also to blame. That's why now look. Huh? Anyway, guys, that's all I wanted to say. People should feel free to express their opinions. Just because they oppose MDC doesn't make them ZANU PF sympathizers. Just because they oppose ZANU PF doesn't make them dark forces. No. That's the problem right there. It's because we as the people of Zimbabwe are not coming together. We may be fighting the same fight, but we're fighting for different reasons. And of which that also will it just throws in barriers to the speed of how things should change. You know, we really do need change, but we need to be fighting for the same reasons. Majority of people are fighting to get food, fighting to get jobs, fighting for, you know, for a better future for their children. And while a small fraction of others are fighting because they want something out of it, because of this 31st movement, all of a sudden now it has become an MDC fight. It was everybody's fight. So all of a sudden it's like, now we are talking GNU. Now, is that how we started? That's not how we started. We started this thing by Garuvimbe, who was saying, let's fight against corruption. Now all of a sudden we're talking GNU. Now we are talking bringing MDC and ZANU together. We don't even want that. Are people? Are you guys really listening? You guys are not listening to the citizens. We don't want that. We want solutions. Anyway, please don't forget to subscribe, and remember, no YouTubers left behind. Please subscribe to other YouTubers as well. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video. Remember, Zimbabwean lives matter.